Some children don't scream, they don't slam doors, they don't cause trouble, they sit quietly, they solve their own problems, they try not to need too much, and adults love them for it. This one is so easy, so mature for their age. We never have to worry about them. But what if that child wasn't actually easy? What if they just learned very early that their feelings were inconvenient? Because sometimes the quietest child in the family is the one carrying the heaviest emotional weight. Imagine a child sitting at the dinner table. Their parents are stressed. Bills, work, arguments, exhaustion. The child notices everything. The tension in the room, the tired voice, the way no one has energy left. So when something hurts them, they stay quiet. When they feel sad, they swallow it. When they need comfort, they tell themselves it's not a big deal. Not because they don't feel deeply, but because they don't want to make life harder for everyone else. So they become the easy child, the one who doesn't complain, the one who understands, the one who handles things well. And everyone assumes they're fine. But here's the quiet psychological truth. Children are not supposed to be easy. They're supposed to be messy, emotional, needy sometimes. That's how humans learn safety. But when a child feels like their emotions are too much, they slowly start hiding them, not just from others, from themselves. Pause for a moment. Have you ever said things like, "I don't want to bother anyone. It's not that important. I'll just deal with it myself"? If that feels familiar, there's a chance you learned this pattern very early, because the easy child often grows into the adult who struggles to ask for help. You might be the friend who listens to everyone, the one people call when they're overwhelmed, the one who gives advice, supports others, shows up when it matters. But when you need support, something strange happens. Your mind hesitates, your throat tightens, and suddenly it feels easier to just handle it alone, not because you want to, but because somewhere deep inside, there's an old belief whispering, "My problems aren't that important." The truth is, being the easy child often means becoming the emotional caretaker. You read people's moods quickly. You notice tension before anyone says a word. You try to keep peace because long ago you learned that harmony in the room felt safer than expressing what you felt. So you adapt. You become thoughtful, empathetic, emotionally aware, but there's a hidden cost. You become incredibly good at understanding everyone else, while slowly losing touch with your own needs. And the strange part is, most people will still see you as strong, independent, self-sufficient. They'll say things like, "You always seem so calm. You have everything together. You don't really need help." And part of you might even believe it, because when you've been the easy child for so long, needing something from others can feel unfamiliar. But here's the realization many people discover later in life. You weren't easy. You were careful. Careful not to add stress. Careful not to be a burden. Careful not to take up too much emotional space. And that kind of carefulness can follow you into adulthood. But something important begins to change the moment you notice this pattern. The moment you realize your feelings were never the problem. Your needs were never too much. You were simply a child trying to survive emotionally in the best way you knew how. And the part of you that learned to be quiet, that learned to carry things alone, that part deserves compassion too. Because the easy child didn't become quiet by accident. They became quiet because they were paying attention when no one realized they were watching.